Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Lets it go from 14. And that one comes up a bit short. There's the drive, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Yep, that one goes.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Jones. Fires from deep. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And you've got to be perfectly in sync on that one.
Man, that's a tough play to convert.
I tell you what, guys, the pass and catch, both next to impossible.
Here's Mirotic. On target from range. He's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Launches it. He drops it from range.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Here's Balmaro. And he banks in the layup.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Right side Jones. From behind the arc. Drains the triple.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Jones has gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. The 3-ball. Tips it back in.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Now here's Jones. 3-pointer. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
All alone on the break. Oh, my goodness!
Yeah.
A ridiculous slam!
Yeah!
That was nice.
Insane throwdown right there.
Pass to Mirotic, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure. Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
1:07 left in the first quarter. Driving to the basket. Pass to Balmaro. Launches a 3. And he can't get that one.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Jones from outside. Balmaro grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He's got 5.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Here's Ntilikina. There's 25 seconds left in the first. The three is up. That shot off the mark. Defended by Jones. Driving inside. Can't tie it up. That one misses. It could go. Carried. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. They're up by 5. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's McCormick, defended by Jones. McCormick, good.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Right side, Jones. Here's Lundberg. The jumper from the wing, off target.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
McCormick, good.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Sends it home from three-point land. Okashevsky's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. For 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
The 3 from Washington gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And it's Brooks missing. Pass to Jones.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
McCormick can't hit. Okashevsky with it from deep three-point range. Brooks with the rebound. To the middle. Here's McCormick, and he goes in for the dunk.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
On the wing, Brooks. Here's the 3. That shot, no good. And here's Jones. Pass to Lundberg. It's Okashevsky on the wing. No good from outside.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Sinks it from distance.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. Okashevsky's got 6 here in the quarter.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. There used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
McCormick. Jones grabs the board. 1:21 left in the second period. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. He's off on the first.
At the line for 2, Jones.
And he's good on the second. Brooks with it. Still without a bucket. 1:10 left in the second. He's off on the layup.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Pokashevsky. Buries it from 3. Pokashevsky's got 9.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
On the wing, Brooks. He's guarded by Washington. And it's Brooks missing. Now here's Pokashevsky. 9 points in the game. Gets the 3 to fall. Pokashevsky's got 12 points now in the quarter.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the second quarter. To the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Puts up a 3. Doesn't go for him. And the first half now in the books. Leading by 14. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Take a look at the home team. They've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the home team. And that is going to do.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Alexei Pokashevsky.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Jones from outside. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 12.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floors.
Oh, big finish!
Man! A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Balmaro. He's scoreless. Yep, count it. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Bonga. And a miss there on the triple.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Off target from three-point range. Bonga has gone 1 for 3 on the night. Takes the 3. The shot that time not on target.
Well, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Jones from outside. Nails it from 3. Jones has got 6 in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Stolen. All by himself. Ntilikina gets the bucket.
You got to respect the speed in transition here. I mean, Ntilikina knows how to get out ahead of the defense and create in the open floor.
And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. 7 points in the game. Trying to get something going here in the half court.
Yeah, that's where they've been struggling to execute.
Home team foul. Brian, first personal foul. First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. From downtown, he buries it from 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Here's Jones. Oh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Balmaro from deep. The rebound by Bonga.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Here's Ntilikina. The 3 hits the trifecta. Ntilikina's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Man, good to see Ntilikina square up from deep. Has the size and touch needed to knock home these 3s.
Mirotic, the shot's good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Jones from outside. Kept alive. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Mirotic. Jones grabs the board. The ball's knocked loose. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
And there's a pick. Here's Balmaro. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Balmaro's got 4 points now in the quarter.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Here's Balmaro. 36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Hits a 3-pointer. Balmaro's got 7. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
The quick look, no good that time.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Pass to Jones. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. 5 points in the game.
Because of the clear height advantage, he gets the shot he's looking for.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Leading by 17. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Jones.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
With the fadeaway. The shot comes out.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Down low is McCormick, and he jams it home with authority.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Tipped away. There's the triple. Pokashevsky the miss. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. On the wing, Brooks. Lets the three fly. They get it back. This one for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Washington against Brooks. Washington outside. Here's Pokashevsky. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. The shot. Lundberg's shot is off.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Brooks outside. 5 on the clock. From the stripe. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Pokashevsky. Counted from distance.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
He's guarded by Washington. From the arc. Got a hand on it. In transition. Here's Pokashevsky. A quick shot there. It's off target. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Greg?
You know, BA, a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
It's good from about 19 feet.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
1 minute left in the fourth quarter. Offensive board. Pass to Lundberg. Jacks up a three. That one is off. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Now Pokashevsky. The three. Knocks down the triple. Pass to Mirotic. There's a screen. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Fires away from way outside. Off target with the shot. And so they get the victory here at home. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Tavares in at the center.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
The ball goes to the away team.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. There's a good screen. Inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Musa. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. We're about 1 minute into the first. Puts it up. Musa grabs the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Campazzo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the basket by Jones.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Defended by Jones. Bucket is good.
Well, look, this is how you want to start every game. 5 for 5. Come on.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. To the left side wing. Davies. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Musa. Pass to Tavares. Taken away. There we go, one-on-one. Here's Ntilikina. Drills the three-pointer.
An average threat from beyond the arc. Ntilikina needs to keep working on that part of his game.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Over to the wing. Latrey. Rebound by Tavares. Out to the right wing. A three ball. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Pass to Bonga. They set the pick. Driving to the basket.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Campazzo. Defended by Jones. 1:43 left in the first quarter. And rebounded by Davies.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Bonga gets the bucket. Bonga's got 5 now.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Fires from deep. Bonga pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Davies. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Jacks up a three. A nice shot by Garuba.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
It's stolen. And here they come. Ball's knocked loose. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Takes the turnaround J. Rebound by Tavares.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's Musa. And it's good, 2 points. 8 points for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Bunga. Hits it from three-point range. Here's Garuba. Another shot, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Up. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
They've got Yui, and it's Deck in at the 4. Back to Hazonia. Launches from deep. And Jones pulls it down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Yui. Pass to Ibaka. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Washington with it. Here's Jones. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Yui. Can't connect from short range. Pass to Pakusevsky. Here's Lundberg. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Down low. Here's Deck. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. A three-pointer off the mark.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Washington. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. On Wednesday and then on Sunday.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Yui. Still yet to score. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
It's Hazonia in the corner. Right wing. Here's Deck. 6 to shoot. Pass to Ibaka. The 3. Kuszewski grabs the miss. Here's Lundberg. Buries it from three-point range. Lundberg's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Huey uses the glass to finish the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Washington. Count it. Washington's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Kazanya's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Here's Lundberg. Here's Kuszewski, nailed from three-point land.
And showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Ibaka outside. Over to the left wing.
Team foul. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
50 seconds left in the second quarter. Hezonja kicks to Ibaka. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Ibaka's got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A tight game here in New York. It's Hezonja in the corner. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Hezonja defending. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 6.
And that kick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Huey. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place.
And let's jump back now to our featured game. What a tight one so far for the visiting team. And that's a halftime wrap.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've got Ntilikina. He's out there with Jones. And it's Davies in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Ntilikina's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. It's deflected. Takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
Here's Garuba. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Garuba's got 6 points.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Ntilikina looking it over. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 8.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Campazzo, and the layup is good.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
There's a screen. Pass to Bonga. Here's Davies. Here's Musa. 8 points for him. Out to the right wing. Sweet little floater.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on body.
Here's Bonga. He's got 8. Connects from 3-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Campazzo. Tipped away. Here's Davies. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And here's the break. Lets it go with a 3. Garuba's shot is off. For the lead. And he's good on the 3-ball.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. And the shot goes in. Campazzo's got 4 this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. To the inside. Here's Tavares. Five to shoot. Pass to Musa. There's the 3. Tavares passes to Musa. Here's Garuba. He has 6. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth-and-nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Here's Campazzo. He's got 8. Here's Musa, defended by Jones. Pass to Tavares. Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. Here's Ntilikina. Bangs home the trifecta. Ntilikina's got 6 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
That one drops for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Jones, no one around him. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Jones has gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. He got his own yet. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. Got that bucket in no time at all.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity.
Akusevsky can't hit.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
And so he hits both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Washington. And he lays it straight in.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Basket counts.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Out to Ibaka. Launches a 3. And Jones pulls it down. Ibaka's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. And here's the fast break. Jack passes to Huey. Out to Ibaka to take the lead. Lundberg grabs the rebound. Ibaka's gone 1 of 4 so far. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Ibaka for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
Jones. And the ball goes out of play following the shot.
Substitution for your home team. Davies. Brown.
Pass to Washington. Here's Pokusevski. Drains the 3-pointer.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
He's covered by Brown. Here's Deck. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. Spiked away.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when you're talking about a game down the stretch.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Brown dishes to Davies.
2 minutes remaining.
Brown kicks to Washington. Pass to Davies. Back to Washington. That 3 off the mark. It's deflected, and so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Azania. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1.
2 shots.
He hits both from the strike.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
Gets an open look and hits.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And the free throw, no good. Pass break, here we go. Washington passes to Pokusevski. Back to Washington. Pokusevski finds Washington. From outside the arc, Rebound by Tavares. Akusevsky's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. He's covered by Washington. Campazzo, the pass to Tavares. He can't get it to go. And here's Brown outside. Musa grabs the miss. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Campazzo, the pass to Musa. Here's Tavares. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It falls!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Akusevsky can't hit. And now, here's Hazonia. He's tightly guarded. Money!
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. But I don't know.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a hard-fought...
NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. To the wing, right side. Offline with a three. Here's Musa. Oh, it's stolen. And they're on the run. Here's Balmaro. Finished off the break.
First bucket of the evening. Now both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
That shot is good by Campazzo. Here's Balmaro. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for your home team, number...
Good on the second one. Here's Musa. little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Clock at 4. Back to Garuba. Puts up a deep three. Musa, no good. And the three-pointer goes.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Garuba. To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Here's Musa for 3. Buries it from 3.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Can't cash it in from close range.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Will it go? Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Fires the 3. He drops it from range.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
1:52 left in the first quarter. Misses from short range. To the right side. There's a screen. To the middle. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Campazzo. Soft touch off the glass. Campazzo's got his second bucket on the night.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Pass to Mirotic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And he gets the bucket. Campazzo's got 6 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Off target at the rim. Here's Musa. He's got 5. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Campazzo. 6 points for him. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
They set the pick. To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Here's Musa, and that's not gonna go. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter, leading by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Deck with a rebound. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Deck. And he banks in the layup. Deck's got his first 2 points of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Brooks outside. Here's McCormick. Buries it down low.
They're in trouble if they let him post like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
Here's Hazonia. Can't connect from short range.
Away team foul. Number 5. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Over to the wing. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Now here's Ibaka. No points yet. And the jam by Ibaka.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And he dunks it down.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Brooks defending. Driving in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Hazonia. Screen by Ibaka. Shot clock at 6 from outside the arc. The shot by Hazonia, no good. Second chance shot, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Right wing. Here's McCormick. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Ibaka for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Ibaka's got 5 points.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Pass to McCormick. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And he gets that one. McCormick's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Brooks outside. Inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. 1:02 left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Off target from outside. Fires the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
With all that space, it's so hard for the defense to stay connected to everyone.
He takes it in, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
35 seconds left in the first half. Yep, that one goes.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Brooks has gone 2 for 3 from the field. Here's Hazonia. Pass to Ibaka. There's 18 seconds left in the second. There's the drive. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up 3. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. There's a screen. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Here's Garuba. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Unloads.
First personal foul.
Here's Campazzo. Give him 8 points now. There's a screen from Garuba. The drive by Campazzo. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Misses in close. He can't get that one to fall. And they're pushing it up. The floater. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Musa. And the layup is good. 9 points in the game.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
On the take, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And B.A., that is just not fair. I mean, I had a feeling he was going to bust out the dunk. He loves the big finish.
And the fans love him. When he has space to operate, they just know he's going to do something special.
And given his ability, someone needed to rotate to try and contest that.
It's deflected. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
The three is up. No good on the shot.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Lets it go from deep.
Backcourt
watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Intercepted. And here they come. There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Musa. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Garuba. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
There's a minute 26 left to play in the third quarter here.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
There's the three. Musa, good. He's got 14.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been...
Oh,
he did it!
Punch it home!
Nice! BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Oh, man. Clearly, nobody wanted to get in his way.
He's not an easy man to slow down, Grant, that's for sure.
He saw the defense playing soft and simply used his natural gifts to take advantage.
They get it again. Misses from close range. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Team foul. Shooting.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Here's Campazzo. He's got 12. Let's go with a three. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up 11. And we're coming right back after this break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Substitution on the court.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. That one falls. Into the lane, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
They set the screen. Brooks, right side. The three is up. That one doesn't drop. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. McCormick can't hit. Lets the three fly. Gets the three to fall.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Hezonja.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. He buries it from three.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Brooks defending, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
With the drive.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Substitution on the court.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Hazonia. And it's off from three-point range. The three ball. To the wing on the left. Balmaro. And at last, they get one to fall.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Pass to Deck.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Beyond the arc. Gets the three ball to go. Deck's got 5 points in the quarter.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. Balmaro no good. Balmaro's gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. Ibaka's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Sinks the tray.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And he drives in. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Screen by Deck. And it's Ibaka on the drive.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. From outside, off the mark.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
The steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Hazonia. Off on that one. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, a nice win on the road by the...
And best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jones, Lakina out there with Jones, and it's Davies in at the 5, roaming the paint.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, he'll take it.
Now here's Jones. Count that one.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if you want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far, a perfect 3 of 3 to start the game.
Shields, good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Jones, no luck.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation. Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
They set the pick. Ntilikina. No good with the layup. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Miritich against Jones. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To halt the run, and it's good on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
There's the steal. Pass to Davies, takes the 3, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Davies has got 5 points so far.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Can't cash in from close range. Out left to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Miritich the screen. And there's the drive. And he goes in for the jump.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. On the basket by Jones. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter of the game. Shields. It's tipped. For the three. And the three ball is good.
And the key for Ntilikina is shooting with confidence, especially when it comes to his perimeter game. Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Outside, Jones launches it, hands it from downtown. He's got 7. Jones has gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Right side, Jones. Here's Ntilikina. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Ntilikina's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Count the basket.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Inside and stolen by Miritich. Knocked away. Pass to Bonga. Jones looking for an opening. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Good on the second free throw. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Here's Balmaro.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Eight seconds left to play here in the first. Washington, that's for 2. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. They're scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Leading by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
There's the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Pass to McCormick. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Here's Lundberg. From deep. That one misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Drives to the hoop. Good work there as it goes. Lundberg's got his first 2 points. We're about 1.5 minutes into the second quarter now. He's covered by Washington. Brooks outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brooks.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Lundberg. Banked in off the glass.
They are just killing him on the interior.
His three-pointers off the mark. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Pakusevski. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lundberg. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Lundberg's got 6 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Sinks the triple.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the first one drops.
At the line for the away team.
Both good from the line that time. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. Traps in the tray. Lundberg's got 12 now in this quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
They set the screen. Brooks from outside. Buries it from three-point range.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
There's 1:38 left in the first half of basketball. Took him no time at all on that one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to McCormick. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Brooks against Washington. They get it back. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
55 seconds left in the first half. Poked away, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession on Tuesday and then on Thursday. .51 seconds left to play here in the half.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Pass to Pakusevski. Fades and shoots. Buries the long-range jumper. Pakusevski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. It's Brooks on the wing. He's covered by Washington. Here's Gozer. Lets the 3 fly. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
Goes up from the top of the key. No good. That's the first shot from the floor he's missed. 5 for 6. The 10-footer. Pakusevski grabs the miss. And here comes the break. Shoots. The shot will not fall.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. They lead by 18 and will return shortly.
Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you... And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the visiting team. And that'll do it for half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The visitors with the ball. Jones from outside. To the wing right side. Here's Davies. Count that bucket. Davies has got 7 points.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Jones is out there with Ntilikina. Then it's Jones. And it's Davies in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor.
Yeah, easy call.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
And so Mirotic nails both of them. Here's Ntilikina. Jones with the bounce pass. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. He's off on that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Ntilikina passes to Bonga. Here's Ntilikina. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Bonga's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're down.
Good on the triple.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Jones from outside. The shot comes out. Jones has got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Stolen by Jones. Here's Ntilikina. Drops in the tray off the fast break. 9 points in the game so far.
And the way Ntilikina runs the floor, determined to beat everyone to the basket.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment was a success.
A huge success, DA. Thank you.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Jones for 3. It doesn't go for him.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Paul Morrow's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. From downtown, on the basket by Jones.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Out to the wing, lets it go from deep, makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Pass to Davies, and Jones has it in the corner. Jones, no luck.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Shields, the offensive rebound. Here's Balmore. This one for 3. No basket. That's his 5th miss in 11 attempts from the floor. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Down low, here's Mirotic, and Mirotic throws it down.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Jones, no luck.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Kept alive, and he jams it with authority.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Pass to Bonga. Here's Davies. The three. Jones kicks to Davies. Jones, the pass to Davies. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They shoot again. Ntilikina gets the bucket. Ntilikina's got 5 points now in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding.
Whoa, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Jones from outside. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And they will go into the fourth quarter riding high. That's almost got to feel.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Brooks for three. The shot, no good. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Akusevsky can't hit. Fires for three. The shot off that time.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
From deep Washington. And they recover it. Pass to Lundberg. The second chance effort, and it's in there. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Brooks against Washington. Stolen by Washington. Here's Lundberg. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. They get the rebound. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Akusevsky can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Three-pointer. And no good. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
No good from the wing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
That's tipped, and they'll get another chance. A three ball. Hits it from three-point range.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
It's good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Mirotic, the screen, shields, and the three ball is good. He's got 20.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
No good on the quick three. It's blocked. They recover it. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Does not find the basket. He's shooting 50% from the floor on 14 tries. Here's Lundberg. That shot is off. A three for Mirotic. Not going to go that time. Washington with it. Knocks it loose, and it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lets the three fly. It's good from long range.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Market time of death. Does that mean we get to officially enter garbage time? I vote hopefully yes.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
26 seconds left in the fourth. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
From deep three-point territory. Unable to get that one. The visiting club takes the win on the road. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did.
Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Blocked!
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Jones feels it out from the wing, and he nails the jumper. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. And that's going to be a travel. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
And we expect so much from small forwards in the modern game, but he exceeds even those high expectations, always generating good numbers and finding ways to be of use to his team.
Out left to the wing. From downtown, fires in the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And we're about a minute into the first. Pass to Bonga. They set the pick. To the left wing. Fires the three. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Jones from outside. And Musa pulls it down.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Pass to Campazzo. Back to Garuba. Another shot. Comes up empty down low.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Jones sets a screen. Here's Bonga. Unable to get that one. And Right around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And the basket is good. He's got 5.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Musa. Defended by Jones. Here's Musa. There's a screen from Garuba. 4 on the clock. Jacks up at 3. Musa, no good. And it's all tied up.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Campazzo, defended by Jones. Campazzo, pass to Garuba. There's the triple. Drills it from deep.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Poke loose. Down low. In transition, here they come. Jones from outside. Hits the trifecta. Jones has got 8. So it's the home team now, trailing by 2. Campazzo, pass to Garuba. Good on the jump shot.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
From deep. The shot, no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And Campazzo missing.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
They set a pick. Here's the 3. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Garuba. To the wing on the left. Here's Musa. And that one is hammered home.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Leading by a point. After this break, we'll be back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Jones in at center. Just 5 to shoot. Pokashevsky covering.
And Poku really outsmarting the opposition that time defensively in the right spot.
Washington outside. Pass to Lundberg. Here's Pokashevsky. No good on the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
We've got Washington, and it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard position.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Oh, deflected. Ibaka with a steal. Yeah, that one's good.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's Washington. The quick look, no good that time.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
To the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Driving in. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Ibaka. Pass to Jones. Out to the right wing. And they're on the break. Here's Deck, and that one is stuffed right through.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control. It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Deck passes to Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. He got a piece of it.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Pass to Azonia.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first half. Knocks down the long J.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Such a risky pass. Hopefully he thinks twice about attempting that again.
And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, BA, they should really stick with what they've been doing.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Screen by Deck. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
A minute 22 left in the second quarter. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. The three is up. Jones grabs the board.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
That one goes in. He has 6.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Here's Lundberg. Drains the triple.
3 points.
43 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Deck. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. And they're running. 23 seconds left in the half. Here's Lundberg. That's Ibaka defending. Here's Pokashevsky. The wide open shot is on the money. Pokashevsky's gotten his second bucket on the night.
How about the 7-footer out there knocking down threes? Poku from distance.
Pass to Ibaka. 4-3. No luck on that one. So we conclude the first half. They're up by 6. And Don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the...
If I could highlight one area where they should spend more time, actually it's already painted. Get into the post, take easier shots.
All right, let's switch it over. Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Nails it from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Campazzo. And a nice finish on the layup. Campazzo's got 5 now.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
3-pointer. The shot off that time. Here's Musa. He has 7. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 9.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
From outside the arc, connects from downtown.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to Garuba. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Launches it. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
I'll tell you what. They've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Drives to the hoop. Deflected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Jones. Money on the 19-footer. Jones has gone 4 of 5 from the floor. Just the 1 miss. The drive by Campazzo. He gets it in there.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
This one for 3. Can't hit that one.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Garuba passes to Campazzo. Here's Musa.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Garuba with the bucket.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
2 points. That one goes.
Ntilikina sensing when one of his guys was not covered, and then he found him.
Here's Campazzo, defended by Jones. Here's Garuba, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well,
oh man.
Oh!
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Knocked loose.
Home team foul. Number 6. First personal foul. First team foul.
56 seconds left in the third. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Here's Campazzo, defended by Jones. "40 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Here's Campazzo. He has 7. Pass to Musa. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen from Garuba to the paint. Stolen by Jones. He got it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They're up. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So it's the home team now. They've led by as many as 14. Drops in the 3.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Here's the pick from behind the arc. Hits the three-pointer.
Oh, boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
He's guarded by Washington. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. That can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Over to the left wing. Washington, a good look. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Hazonia, defended by Jones. Clock at 6. Back to Ibaka. It's stolen. Picked it out of midair. He's guarded by Washington. Now Ibaka. And they'll get another chance.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Okashevsky's gone 1 of 5 on 3-point tries. Here's Hazonia. Sinks it from distance.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. On target from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. And that's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Jones against Ibaka. Here's Deck. Sends it home from three-point land.
Willing passes, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Here's Hazonia. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Lundberg's shot is off. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Pokashevsky. Puts up a three. That shot off. Pokashevsky's gone just 2 of 8 from the field. Here's Lundberg. From deep. Pokashevsky the miss. Here's Hazonia. The three. Jones grabs the board. Here they come with numbers in transition. The three from Washington knocks it down from distance. There's 47 seconds left in the game.
Away team foul. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Hazonia. From deep three-point land. Doesn't go that time. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Ibaka. From deep three-point land. Misses there. And so the home crowd treated to a win.
Tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Balmoro. Plays it up and banks it in.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
This one for three. They grab their own miss. Here's Garuba. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. A second chance effort. Yes, that goes in. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Shields. That one good for 2.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Here's Campazzo. A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Rebound by Tavares.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Garuba. Sinks the triple. He's got 8.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Mirotic into the lane.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
3 points.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Here's Campazzo. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Mirotic throws it down.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Here's Campazzo. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Musa.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Launches a 3. Trains the three-pointer. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
From past the arc. The putback. The putback is no good. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Garuba. 10 points for him. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he makes both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
1:09 left in the first quarter. Puts up a three. Missed for the first time this game. He's 5 for 6. Right side, Mirotic. Shields. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Right wing. Here's Garuba. Here's Campazzo. He has yet to score, and he comes up with the deuce. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Balmar. There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Mirotic the screen, takes the three. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Here's Musa, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Leading by just 1. After this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
They've got Yui, and it's Hazonia in at the small forward. The shot's good. Yui's got his first points in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
We've got Hazonia, and it's Jack in at power forward.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagrammed.
Here's Yui, and he uses the glass on the layup. Yui's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And the rejection by Ibaka. It's Hazonia in the corner. Six on the shot clock. Pass to depth. There's the three. No good on that one. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Quizair. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Yui, the pass to Deck. Driving the lane, and he dunks it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Here's Huey. Brooks covering. There's the pick. Jacks up a three. Brooks grabs the board.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Azania. Connects from three-point range. Azania's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Brooks driving in. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Huey in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
To the paint. Picked off in midair. Ibaka for 3. The shot that time not on target. And they're on the break. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. But he has to close out a little stronger on him.
Drills it from outside.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Huey. Brooks grabs the board. No good on the 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
It's the three-point bomb.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCormick's shot is off. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Here's Azania. And finish off by Hazonia.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
They set the pick. Hazonia defending. A rebound by Hazonia.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. And trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image of.
And now and that's a halftime wrap.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Campazzo in at the 1. Here's Balmora. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miritich the screen. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. And here's the fast break. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Miritich the screen. The tray. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Musa. He has 5. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here. Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Here's Campazzo. Makes it off the glass. Campazzo's got his second basket of the night.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
No good on the wing three.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Garuba's shot is off.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Shields. A putback, and Garuba pulls it down. Here's Musa. He's got 7. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Campazzo. And he's good on the 3-ball. Campazzo's got 7 points.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
To the inside. Garuba. And he slams it one-handed.
Well, it was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. And Mirotic throws it down. Mirotic has gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Here's Campazzo. Mirotic grabs the miss. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it 1 possession at a time.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. And he gets the bucket. 5 points in the game.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Campazzo. He has 7. And a miss there on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. From downtown, rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. And they're pushing it up. To the left wing. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
It's tipped. Fires the 3. Hands it from downtown. Moose's got 5 points now this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blow. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Substitution.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Yui, and it's Ibaka in at the center. Here's Azania. Another shot, and it's laid in by Ibaka.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Brooks from outside knocks down the three ball.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
And now, here's Hazonia. He's covered closely. Takes a three. Doesn't go that time. Pass to Brooks. Launches it from deep. Deck pulls it in. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Brooks, the pass to Quizer. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
From outside the arc. Misses the follow-up. For three. And Azania gets it to go.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Deck. Brooks covering. Deck's shot is good.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Here's Huey. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Here's Azania. Here's Ibaka. And the layup falls. Ibaka's got 4 this quarter.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
They get it back. Tries again. Good work defensively by Ibaka. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's the screen. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Huey. Off target at the rim. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Mirotic. And too long on the shot.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And Ibaka kicks to Hazonia. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all three. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Balmaro. And he banks in the layup. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Here's Yui. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Outside Mirotic. There's the screen from the arc. No good that time. Here's Deck. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy,